Synopsis.com.
Thank you for listening to the official YouTube page of Midnight Triple Feature. Please, while you listen, head over to midnighttriplefeature.blogspot.com. You can check out past shows, reviews, or link up to social media where we can keep in touch. Thank you for listening.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever.
Amen.
Bloody Bible Camp. In 1977, Sister Mary Chopper sent 8 people to heaven. In 1984, she's back for more.
God damn!
Bloody Bible Camp.
I think the Lord brought us here for a reason. And this weekend will give us the opportunity to know the Lord a little bit better and know a whole lot more about ourselves.
Rolling down the road with Jesus by my side. I'm rolling down the road with Jesus, I'm Jesus satisfied. The first time I met Jesus, I was a slave to sin. But now I'm free forever, 'cause I let my Savior in. Yes, rolling down the road with Jesus by my side. I'm rolling down the road with Jesus, I'm Jesus satisfied.
Bloody Bible Camp. Heaven is for everyone.
Except you.
In 1977, a group of young, horny, out-of-control Christians are spending a fun-filled weekend at the Happy Day Bible Camp. Their impure antics rile up a sadistic, crazy nun known as Sister Mary Chopper. One by one, these youthful sinners play a bloody penance for their sinful acts. 7 years later, another group of Bible-toting Christian wannabes return to the Happy Day Bible Camp. All ignore the warnings from the local folk of the grizzly murders that took place 7 years prior. Is Sister Mary Chopper dead, or is she just waiting for backsliding Christians to commit sins of the unholy? Bloody Bible Camp. So I want to kind of go over Bloody Bible Camp in the same way I guess like we go over most slasher movies, at least that I have on the show, which is let's talk about the characters, the killer, and the kills.
Simple enough?
Right?
Yep.
And then you throw in whatever, other parts that tie into those, which is fine. So there's a lot of characters in this movie. So I'm only going to talk about, I mean, even this is a lot, and I'm only talking about the main ones. You have Father Cummings, played by Reggie Bannister from the Phantasm movies.
Yep.
What do you think about the priest, Father Cummings?
First of all, I love his name, right?
Isn't it great?
Name is great.
It's childish, stupid humor, but
yeah.
it doesn't matter. Because this whole movie is very, like, a little bit of a toned-down trauma movie in a way. It has that feel to it to me, you know? Like toilet humor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know?
But he is, it's weird because you're looking at him as a priest, but he does not play a priest at all.
No. And he looks at gay porn, smokes pot.
And he has these weird fuzzy slippers.
And he has weird fuzzy slippers. And he has a lot of funny lines, like the scene where, I can't remember what Timmy says something like, I wish that I had a body like Tad or something. And Father Cummings is like, me too, Timmy, me too.
Me too, yeah.
And like little things like that, that I think are, it's obvious humor, like, the gay priest that's turned on by the boys, but I don't care. It's funny. We've got Millie. She's the girl who survived the first massacre.
Yeah, that nobody knows was there.
Right. Whatever. Not really. His character not much to say about.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have a lot of...
Kind of blah.
Yeah, it doesn't really have a lot of comic
Like,
relief.
just this weird lesbian thing going on the whole time.
Yeah, there is a lesbian thing, right? But it's not a lesbian thing.
I think she is trying to...
Her and, hang on, I have the name, Jennifer.
Yeah, but I don't think Jennifer gets it.
I know, it comes up...
You know?
Because she originally wants to sleep with the dude in the store.
In the store.
Yeah, she's hitting on him. She, like,
And
licks
Millie the
across,
whole time is just, like, rubbing her
trying to get
back.
it. But then Millie was fucking the other dude, so maybe she's bisexual.
Maybe.
Because Millie was fucking the other guy. Remember in the beginning, when she survived, she's fucking that
Yeah,
other
maybe
dude.
she was so traumatized from...
Now she's a lesbian.
Now it made her lesbian.
Maybe.
She died with a penis in her, man.
I know.
Or no,
he didn't die.
He didn't die either, yeah.
They both lived.
They
were
yeah.
attacked.
Maybe it was just so traumatizing.
Right, he was like, they were both about to finish, and then, came in and fucked that up.
Yeah, and then he got his face slashed.
We've got Tad.
Dude, Tad is the shit.
Tad's
all right?
awesome.
I want to hang out with this dude.
I know.
I just want this guy to hang around all the time and just never go away.
Right?
Yeah, because it's funny because it's like every time he does something, he's like Tad. Like it's so fucking funny.
He's such a dick, and he's gay, right? By the way, he's hiding his. He's
gay.
And he's hiding it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And like, there's that whole scene where he like basically gives Timmy a boner. And
and then he
doesn't know
flicks
how to
it.
get rid of it. Yeah, he keeps flicking it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because there's one when he's doing the pull-ups on the tree. He's like, he's saying something like, "I am not looking at the boys in the locker room" or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like something weird like that.
And he keeps saying that he wants to have sex with Brittany, but at the same time he insults her all the time. Doesn't he tell her she has a horse face or something?
Yeah, he'd be like, "You're so pretty if you didn't have a horse face."
Yeah. Tad's great, man.
Tad is awesome.
Love Tad.
Tad is awesome.
All right, we got Brittany, who's the good Christian girl, who realizes that if you put it in your butt, it's not against the Lord.
Yep.
She's
sodomy.
She's fine. She's typical. Again, don't give her a lot to do, but she has a topless scene and all that stuff. So Timmy is cool too.
Timmy's a shit, dude.
He's the overweight, super religious, innocent guy.
Yeah, I love when he's coming out of the store and he's just got a ton of toys.
I know, like when he's in and he's just over there looking at the toys, and he's like, again, he's when he gets the hard on and he's trying to figure out how to get rid of it, and then he obviously beats off to get it out.
It's so funny because when he's beating off, he's apologizing for it the whole time.
Yeah, and then doesn't he say thank you or something after he's done?
Well, he does it all the way to the end. He's like, "I'm sorry, Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." And then when it's finished, he's like, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you." Like Jesus got rid of it for him.
Good stuff.
He was like, and then what did he say? Like white stuff came out or something.
White
it's holy
stuff
water.
Yeah, it's holy water.
He's like,
That's what Father Cummings told him, right?
I got to go show Father Cummings the holy water.
Jesus is in this movie, right?
Played by Ron Jeremy.
The porn star Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
And it's
hilarious.
Right. It's
yeah.
Again, it's like the joke is obvious, but it doesn't make it any less funny to me. And it's funny too because earlier in the movie you get those girls who are saying that they should only fuck guys that look like Jesus.
Yeah, and then he shows up.
And then he shows up, and it's Ron Jeremy, and the guy is, Like, can you imagine that? Like, even believe that this dude was a porn star? Like, you look at him today, and this dude was like banging chicks on film in the 70s.
Yeah, well, I guess maybe back in the 70s, porn stars looked different.
They did. They were hairy.
Yeah.
And
a mustache.
He must have a really big. We've got Dwayne, who's the other survivor, who is now like mentally retarded because he's been whacked in the face.
Oh yeah.
Right.
From the gas station.
Yeah. We've got Brother Zeke, another great character. He's a token black guy.
Yeah.
He likes white women.
God, the Jerry curl wig just threw me off the whole time, man.
Well, there's another scene too where there's a full frontal woman, right? Isn't that a fake? Didn't they put fake pubic hair?
Yeah, fake bush. Yeah,
they put like a huge fake. bush
it was
there.
a few times that happened.
So the fake Jerry curl, it's noticeable, but I think it's supposed to be. And I don't know. I found this guy to be funny too because he's always like, I like white bitches. I like some white bitches. And he's like outside the window, and she's just standing there with her shirt off, singing about Jesus. And then,
topless.
Yeah, like
Father Cummings
with the
comes
windows
over.
wide open.
And he was like, I was just checking to make sure that everybody's ready for bed. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
And then he was like, at least you ain't looking in the boys' locker room.
Yeah.
At least I didn't catch you looking in the boys' locker room.
Yeah. That's because Father Cummings would have been looking in the boys' locker room. And then you got, we already talked about Jennifer, who's the other half of that weird lesbian thing. She's like the goth girl who, I don't know. is always arguing with Father Cummings about Jesus and God.
Yeah.
And then you have Vance, who Vance doesn't do a lot in the movie, but the best thing about him is that he spends the whole time reading the Bible looking for the sodomy loophole.
Yeah.
So all he's trying to do is figure out where in the Bible it says that you can have anal sex and it's okay. That's all he
he's just trying to find a way around it.
Which is where Brittany gets the idea. So overall, I think the characters, particularly Tad and Timmy, are pretty entertaining. I think they're funny. I mean...
Oh, yeah.
You know, like you said, Tad, man, it's funny because that character is a dickhead, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, he's so funny,
he
man.
He plays it perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who the actor is, but he's
There was another
on.
character, wasn't there? Another boy.
Vance.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's the other one that's always reading the Bible. That's Vance.
Yep.
But, yeah, Tad and Timmy. Love Tad and Timmy. And then you have the killer, which is Sister Mary Chopper, who is played by Tim Sullivan. It's not a spoiler, it's on IMDb. You already know who the killer is. Worked on, here's a little bit of trivia for you. He was a director on Chillerama.
Yeah, I saw that.
He directed I Was a Teenage Werebear.
Yep.
Which was my least favorite, to be honest. I didn't
like that one either, yeah.
It wasn't the gay stuff, I don't care about that. It just wasn't very good overall.
Yeah, it wasn't good at all.
It was long and kind of boring and not very fun.
It was just a werewolf at super high speed just banging people.
Yeah, and it wasn't funny. You know, like, it was supposed to be funny, and it wasn't. So. But he also was on 2001 Maniacs, both of them, and he worked on A Deadly Spawn.
Oh, okay.
As a production assistant. I like the killer. I like the look of the killer. I mean, good mask, variety of weapons. Obviously, she uses everything from a cross to an axe. I mean, any
Don't
thoughts
really need
on the
anything
killer?
else, huh?
Yeah. Thought it was good. I actually liked it. I thought it was well designed. It looked good. Happy with that.
Yeah. That was
Kills.
good.
Kills. All right. So in the opening of the movie, we get this huge slaughter scene. So, which is interesting because the rest of the movie,
I love how you get so many kills so fast.
That's what I'm going to say.
It's right off the bat, everybody dies.
So we get an eyeball impalement.
Yep.
We get a throat stabbing. We get one of my favorite kills, which is anal sex beheading. So you have that dude, and he's basically trying to bang this chick, and she's like, well, you can put it in my butt, because that's okay in the eyes of Jesus. So he finishes before he can even get his pants down. So he goes out into the woods, and he's trying to think of women to get him excited. And did you?
Yeah.
You heard the name that he said, Shelley Duvall. Do you know who Shelley Duvall is?
No.
I'll give you two examples, and maybe this will click. Did you see The Shining?
Yeah.
The wife in The Shining. The skinny one with the black scraggly hair.
Okay.
And she played Olive Oil in the Popeye movie. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's the one where he's like, Shelley Duvall. Oh, Shelley Duvall. That's a good joke. Because if you know who Shelley Duvall is...
Yeah, and he's just beating himself
she's
off.
Fucking hideous. Yeah. But then he goes to have sex with her, but she's already been beheaded. So
I love when he goes back over because he's like, oh, you're still in the same position you were.
You haven't moved at all.
And then... Even after her head falls off, he's like, oh my god, but he's still fucking her.
He's like, oh my god. And then he gets castrated.
Yeah.
Right? He brings in, you don't see the castration, but the blood sprays upon the face. That was a great kill, man, because just the fact that he continues to fuck her body after the head's off. Like, he doesn't, like, any person, obviously, at that point would be done. Let's just stop.
Yeah, and he just keeps going. It's so funny.
But at the same time, he's screaming because it obviously has no head. We get a chest stabbing of the dude then we get the dude on the toilet.
This is awesome.
Yeah, when the dude's taking a dump.
Dude's, alright, so he bangs this chick.
Yeah, which, she's
yeah, cause he gives her some Spanish fly. Goes in.
Well, I think it's roofie, but he calls it Spanish fly. I'm pretty sure this is roofie.
Go in, he's taking a dump, he gets killed. Did you notice that the killer took the shit out of the toilet? And put it on his face and chest.
Yes. Smeared the shit all over.
Oh my god, there's just logs. Oh god, it's
and
so
he's
good.
sitting there like he's completely disemboweled, so all the intestines are on his lap and everything.
Or no, okay.
And then she comes running down the stairs butt naked, but this is a scene with the fake bush.
Yeah.
So they have like a gigantic fake 70s bush.
It was huge.
Yeah. That was pretty good. And then she gets a knife to the back of the head.
It's funny because my note on here is guy on toilet has shit logs on his face.
Yeah, they were like logs.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they just took like a brown substance and smeared it on his face. They were like supposed to be full pieces of shit. Like someone scooped him out of the toilet and just placed him on his head.
So fucking funny, dude.
So that's the whole beginning right there. So I mean, you've got like 7 kills, like you said. So it'd be interesting because if that weren't in the movie, this movie would probably seem pretty tame. Really, you think about it.
Yeah.
The opening has a ton of nudity, sex, violence, and then it really, like, there's not a lot of, definitely not a lot of sex and violence after that. So I think it was a good idea to put this at the beginning because it basically gives you like a mini slasher movie in one.
Yeah, because you're kind of getting 2 in 1.
Yeah, and then you get another one after this. So unfortunately, I don't have all the kills written down for the second part of the movie. But, so I know that basically Brother Zeke gets it.
He gets his head cut off.
He gets his head cut off by an axe.
And then put back in the van with his head back on.
Which is a good scene, because then Tad comes down.
Yeah, he was going to get Tad beer.
Yeah.
Tad convinced him that he could go, because basically they both want to bang the same chick.
Right.
So Tad...
Brittany, right? They both want to have sex with Brittany.
Yeah, they both want to bang Brittany. But I think deep down inside, Tad kind of wants to have sex with Zeke.
He does.
Yeah.
Zeke wants to have sex with Brittany because he has a thing for white girls. Tad wants to have sex with Zeke because he has a thing for guys.
Yeah.
So,
it's really weird,
yeah.
Yeah, Tad. It's so awesome, dude.
And see, that's the one I don't remember. I don't remember how Tad got it for whatever reason. Well, anyway, I remember Brittany. So Brittany, Brittany gets sodomized with a cross.
Yeah.
So Mary Chopper comes in and sticks a cross in her butthole.
Lays down next to her in bed.
Right. She thinks it's Tad, and she's like, "There's a loophole," and she's like, "Does that sound good? You can, put it in my butt or whatever." And then basically takes the cross and sodomizes her with a cross, and it's kind of disgusting because like the cross comes back out and it's like covered in blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's actually kind of nasty. Like ass blood to me is pretty disgusting. There's something about ass blood that I think is disgusting. Like I know, but like you think about ass blood and like where it's coming from and what it's mixed with, and like ass blood has got to be like mixed
just plasma and bile.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just blood and shit. Like that's all that can be in there is blood and shit. There's something really disgusting about that.
I mean, I've never had anything in my butt, but
no.
that handle didn't seem very big.
It wasn't big. That's what was kind of funny about it, but she was an anal virgin, so.
Still.
I know. Well, I guess you're supposed to go with it.
Yeah?
You're right. I mean, it's like the size, it's like probably a little bit bigger than like this pen that's in front of me.
Yeah.
It's not exactly massive. Now, my other favorite kill is Timmy. when Timmy gets, it's like a cinder block or whatever.
Yeah,
drops
on his head. And it just explodes. Oh my god!
So great. Like at that point, I burst out laughing because it's so funny.
It's like it's like weird because it's basically exploded,
right?
And the cinder block just hits the ground.
I know.
It's so weird the way it happens.
CGI, right? So they CGI.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it was a CGI exploding head. So that's why it just hits the ground because they just CGI'd it in.
I thought maybe they were using.
That's what made it so funny to me is it was just a CGI.
Oh, okay.
head
See, I didn't catch that. I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it was practical effect, and somebody just blew it before they did the.
I'm pretty sure it was a CGI head.
All right, that would make sense because it was like it blew it and bam, it hit the ground. I'm like, what the fuck? But it was still good.
And then like I mean, at this point in the movie, it's a lot of like showdowns, right? It's you get Dwayne comes back, Millie gets it, Jennifer's the final girl, so she teams up with Father Cummings.
Yeah.
To defeat, because Father Cummings...
Because Ron Jeremy goes and tells him to save the camp.
Right, he has to save the camp, right.
And it's cool because they have, I didn't know if you caught that they had Ron Jeremy in a red robe.
I wouldn't, what?
Because...
There's symbolism behind that?
Yeah, and Revelation says that Jesus will come back in a red blood-soaked robe.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
So...
That's fine.
Yeah, a little symbolism there.
But, I mean, I don't have much else to say. Bloody Bloody Bible Camp is one of those movies, I think, that is kind of what you expect it to be from the title. I mean, you don't go in a movie called Bloody Bloody Bible Camp and expect it to be anything but, you kind of just want it to be stupid fun.
This movie was fantastic.
It was. It was actually
awesome.
surprisingly fantastic because I wasn't expecting that much.
I had a smile on my face like almost the whole movie,
too.
man. Like,
I was really surprised about it. That as I was watching it, how much fun I was having with it. I liked the kills. I thought the characters were funny. I thought there was a lot of really, stupid but still funny humor. Some of the jokes are really obvious. It doesn't matter though.
no.
Like I said, the gay priest doesn't matter. It's still funny. The token black guy that likes the white chicks still comes off as funny to me. The character of Timmy just being like this semi-retarded, super Christian kid. All those scenes are funny.
The quarterback that may or may not be gay.
Right. It's funny. Yeah, it's obvious, right?
Yeah.
The quarterback that probably is gay, but the girl that's a stupid blonde Christian who believes that if you put it in your butt, it's okay with Jesus. Like that, yeah, it's all obvious, but I had a lot of fun with it. Really, really enjoyed it. And like I said, I watched it once all the way through, and then I watched it again, but I only got about an hour through and I had to stop because it was a 7-day rental. You can rent it for 7 days for $2 on Amazon. That's a deal.
Yeah?
That's a good deal.
Yeah, well, I did watch it. I watched it in HD.
Oh, I'm sure. I did too, yeah. So I recommend Bloody Bloody Bible Camp.
Yeah, me too, definitely.
Kind of a surprising recommendation how much I enjoyed it. Like I said, it's almost in like the vein of a Troma film, but a little bit more toned down because Troma's a lot more over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I can see that.
Yeah, so.
But, no, I really did. I loved it. I thought it was really good.
And as always, you can find us on the web at midnighttriplefeature.blogspot.com, on Twitter at MTFeature, and on Facebook. And on Facebook. And on Facebook. And on Facebook.